Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm sharing 10 life-changing products y'all have to know about. These are all products I use either every single day, if not most days of the week, or things every time I use them, I'm like, where has this been all of my life? So I know you're gonna love all 10 of these. I'll have them all linked in the description box down below, and let's jump in. The first life-changing product is this bag hook, and I always keep this in my purse. You never know when you're gonna need it, when you're going out to dinner and you don't know where to place your bag. This thing is so easy to pack along with you, and it just hooks on the table and keeps your bag in place, or even more secure so it's not on the back of your chair or anything like that, because you never know who's just gonna come by and snatch it these days. But it also just keeps it nice and safe off the floor. I liked this design over all the other designs out there just because I found it quicker and easier to use. You didn't have to like roll it up into, I know a lot of them like roll up into a ball, and it will pretty much work for any bag. So I would recommend to always have this in your bag because you just never know when you're going to need it, and you're going to be so glad when you have it. Life-changing product number 2 are my Ritual vitamins. I have been taking these for close to 2.5 years now. I started them during my first trimester of pregnancy. There are so many reasons that I've been consistent with this brand for the past 2.5 years. For one, I feel super confident with their traceability of ingredients, and they also have third-party testing to make sure that there's no heavy metals or allergens that kind of sneak into your vitamins. I currently take the prenatal vitamin because that's what my functional medicine doctor recommended based on my blood work, but they also have a ton of different formulas based on your current health needs. But the reason that these were life-changing for me, for one, when I first started taking them, I had a huge aversion to the prenatal. That was the only thing I really had a difficult time taking during my first trimester. And I tried a bunch of different brands. I tried gummies, and I could not get anything down until I finally switched to the Ritual vitamin, and I have stuck with them ever since. But the main reason that these have been life-changing for me and that I would highly recommend them to you is just the convenience factor. For one, they're delivered right to my door, so I never have to worry about running out of them, and that also kept me accountable, especially in the beginning as I was forming that new routine. It was helpful to know that they were on an auto ship because that really kept me consistent with that routine. But they're also convenient in that I can take them any time of day. I don't have to take them with food, and they have a very gentle delayed capsule release, so they don't upset your stomach. If you are interested in trying Ritual, I have a code for 20% off your first month. You can either use the link down below, or you can enter AmandaJ20 at checkout for 20% off your first month. And you can also click that link to learn more about the ingredients and where they're sourced from down below. So thank you to Ritual for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I have been paying for their service and using it for 2.5 years now, so it was a no-brainer to work with them for today's video. All right, next life-changing product is this Revision Lip Replenisher, and I have mentioned this product to y'all before. This one is honestly getting pretty low. I already have backups on backups of this. When it comes to lip balms, I feel like I've tried so many out there, and I end up just feeling so dependent on them, and as soon as it kind of wears away, my lips feel almost drier than they were before, and it's kind of like a vicious cycle, and I do not feel like that's the case with this one whatsoever. So the reason I love this lip balm over any other lip balm that I have tried, and I always go back to it, is just the formula. For one, it has a stickier consistency, but not sticky in a bad way where it's like uncomfortable, but that stickiness, and it's thicker, it actually just feels like it lasts on my lips forever. I can apply this at night and still feel like my lips are hydrated the next morning. I currently have it on right now over just a lip liner, which is what I typically do most days. But I think that's what really sets it apart from other lip balms. It doesn't just slip around and disappear and then dry out your lips. It actually stays on, and I feel like that's what keeps them super hydrated. And then as it does wear away, it doesn't get funky. You know how sometimes like lip products, they just get funky with wear. This one is so good, so highly recommend. The next product I wanted to share are these rug grippers from Amazon. If you have a slippery rug or a rug corner that keeps popping up, these will change your life. They're so easy. You just peel them off, stick them on your rug, and then they kind of form like a friction stickiness to the floor. There's no adhesive or anything on this side, but they really grip to the floor. So I use these especially in our bathroom. Our tile in our bathroom is so slippery that our bath mats just move around, and now they don't because of these. So truly a life-changing, silly product, but I everyone needs this. The next product is going to be life-changing for those of you who have dry, brittle nails or damaged nails, or say you've peeled off, your SNS and your nails are all peely. This product will heal them right up. So this is from LondonTown, and this is their Nail Probiotic Instant Boost. And I use this sort of like a nail conditioner. They have a ton of different nail products out there, but I have tried like those glue-on nails recently, and when I took them off, my nails were so damaged. I'll try to find the photo of them. And I could not believe how well this product worked. And one day, even once the product came off, my nails just seemed in so much better health. Right, the next life-changing product, honestly, I'm a little nervous to mention this one because I know it's going to be a little controversial, but I have to mention it because it has been one of the most life-changing switches that I've made in the past year, and that is switching to decaf coffee. So I know those of you who swear by your coffee at least every morning, if not a couple times a day, are rolling your eyes at me, but trust me when I say it was truly life-changing for me. So I want to talk about this a little bit more in depth than the other products because it has a little more of a story behind it. So I kind of cold turkey cut out coffee last October, mostly because I was just curious how my body would feel because I was so reliant on coffee and it was just a habit that I've had for years. I truly didn't know how it would feel off of it, so I was kind of just curious. I have a history of blood pressure issues and periodic anxiety, and I was just wanting to see how my body would handle not being on or reliant on the caffeine. So back in October, I honestly went cold turkey cutting out coffee. I was just curious to kind of see how my body would respond to it. And honestly, it did not respond favorably. I was miserable for at least 2 solid days. I had a horrible headache and I just felt so tired. Honestly, it was almost like I felt pregnant. I wasn't, but I just felt like absolute crap. So I will warn you, it's not fun to detox from caffeine or coffee if you're used to it every day. So I would recommend to go more gradually instead of cold turkey. I noticed on like that 3rd and 4th day such a big difference in how I feel that I have not gone back since. So for one, I noticed better quality sleep. I was tired much earlier in the evening, so I was going to bed earlier and I was just getting more quality sleep. And I feel like that was a huge snowball into the next day and how I was feeling. And then another big difference I noticed is I just felt more stable energy levels. I did not have that afternoon crash, and I didn't realize that coffee was causing that. I just thought it was adulting, honestly. Like, this is just how it is being adult. You crash in the afternoon and struggle to get through work, but it's really because of the caffeine. Like, I just don't have that anymore. So it was so eye-opening to cut it out and just see how much different my body felt. So now Tim and I both switched to decaf coffee, and I'm honestly shocked that he's stuck with it because he was so dependent on coffee. He likes really, really strong coffee, so he would use multiple scoops and have multiple cups a day. So we both switched to decaf coffee. We really like the Purity brand. I would highly recommend to just check out their website because they have so much detail and information that I had no clue about when it comes to coffee and acidity and all of that. So that brand is great if you're looking for a really clean decaf coffee, or if you have gastrointestinal issues or acid reflux, all of that. I've heard great things on that coffee for those reasons. So that's the brand that we switched to, and just in general, switching to decaf was truly life-changing. So it had to be in this list. The next product I wanted to mention are these Cakes Body nipple inserts, and I know we all despise those pads that come in all of our sports bras and all of our tank tops, and they come out in the wash and then they get folded funky and misshapen, and it's like you can never get them as smooth again once that happens. So I recently started switching and using these in replace of all of that, and it's been life-changing. These are actually adhesive free, so I don't have to worry about these sweating off. So I wear them for Pure Bar. You can wear them in your swimsuits, and then you just wash them and reuse them. So they're really sustainable as well. They have different colors, and they also offer bigger options depending on your chest size as well. So if you are wanting to try the Cakes Body, I do have a 10% off code. It's Strawberry Chic for 10% off, and I think you also get free shipping as well. The next product is this makeup brush cleanser, and I just ran out of this, so I need to repurchase. This is something that I have repurchased multiple times on Amazon, and what I love about this product is your brushes dry almost instantly. So this is what professional makeup artists use and things like that, because they can easily change colors and switch between clients without having to let their makeup brushes dry. And you will be shocked how quickly your brushes also get clean with this. You just dip it in the little container and then brush it on a napkin, and it is completely clean. I just feel like before, like using Dawn dish soap and water, it just took forever. I'd have to do multiple, rounds of cleaning, and then I'd have to lay them out and couldn't use them until maybe the next day when they're dry again. And it just felt like a huge commitment, whereas this is just quick and easy, and I actually clean my makeup brushes more regularly because of that. So I feel like that's even a snowball effect, because it probably helps me break out less and all of that fun stuff. So this next product honestly seems a little bit silly. Like if I just threw it out here, you'd be like, what? So I'll share the product. This is it. And now I feel like I need to explain. So I bought my daughter this cute little play table. It's so darling, but the legs on it are rounded on the bottom. And with toddlers, she's always moving these chairs around, and it was quickly scratching our hardwood floor. So I put these little felt protectors on the bottom of them. I've used these on all of our chairs and tables around the house, but they would not work on these because of the way it was shaped on the bottom. They were coming off constantly, and I was just having to restick them on like multiple times a day. I was so over it. So I went on Amazon searching for another solution because this just wasn't working out. And I discovered these pads, and so they have silicone on them. So they form to the shape of whatever you're putting them on. And let me tell you, I have not replaced them ever since. And it's honestly been life-changing. So I have to include it in today's video. So if you are looking for furniture protectors, I highly recommend going this route over the sticky adhesive. For one, the adhesive, hair gets on it, and dust gets on it. So I feel like they get really gross quickly and you have to replace them. Whereas these don't have any adhesive, they just stick on by the silicone. It's a game changer. It's like a no-brainer. Just get these instead. All right, so this next thing, it's technically a product, but honestly, I would encourage all of y'all to see what you have around your house already, whether it's scrunchies or if you play tennis and you have those little tennis wrap things. Maybe you have something already in your house that you can use, but if you don't, they do have products on Amazon for this purpose. And so it's basically little spa wrist towels, I guess. I don't know if there's a technical name behind it, but when you're washing your face and the water is just trickling down your elbow and then it's dribbling all over the counter, and suddenly like your pajamas are wet and you have to change again. It's just so annoying. Until I discovered that I can use those little wraps on my wrist. I actually shared this back in the good old days on TikTok. I think it was like 2020. So this has been a hack that I've used for years now. But just in case you didn't know about it, you could use scrunchies on your wrist, and when you're washing your face, the water gets stopped by what you're wearing on your wrist. Life-changing. So just wanted to include that in today's video as well. And I hope y'all enjoyed this list. If you have any life-changing products that I need to know about, don't gatekeep them. Let me know down in the comments below. Also, don't forget you can use AmandaJ20 for 20% off your first month at Ritual. I highly recommend just trying it out. You have nothing to lose. They have a 30-day guarantee as well. So I will link that for you down below. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.